Okay, good day. Welcome to another lesson in AEC 221. Today's lesson is all about field effect transistors. And for today's lesson, which is lesson 6, I've decided to divide the lesson natin into four main sections. First, some introduction. Second is about this transistor's construction, operation, and then the biasing. Now, of course, let's start with some introduction on field effect transistors or FETs. Nasabi dito, the field effect transistor or abbreviated as FET is a three-terminal device similar to the bipolar junction transistor. But bear in mind na yung FET natin is actually a unipolar device, which means na yung flow ng current, nakadepende lang siya sa isang charge carrier. That is either free electrons or holes. That means, kada type ng FET natin, isa lang yung charge carrier niya or yung responsible sa flow ng current, either free electrons or holes. Later on, we will talk about those. So there are basically two types of FETs, the junction field effect transistor, abbreviated as JFET, and the metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor, or MOSFET. Now, today's lesson is actually all about junction field effect transistor. And when we say FET kasi, we kind of venture dun sa simplest form niya, which is yung junction field effect transistor or JFET. Now, FETs are considered as voltage-controlled current sources. That is, the input voltage controls the output current. The voltage from gate to source, denoted as VGS, is the controlling voltage of our JFET. Now, I want you to bear in mind the similarity. Now, bear in mind the similarity that we have here with bipolar junction transistor. We mentioned in our discussion noon na yung BJT are current controlled current source or CCCS. Yan, current controlled current source. Kasi, yan, yung output niya, which of course yung typically natin na sinusolve, which is the collector current IC, naka-base siya with our input current or yung current controller natin, which is yung base current I sub P. Okay? That's for VGT. Ngayon, si junction field effect transistor, or actually all FETs, they are voltage controlled current source. So, yung output natin, so it's still some current or I, yung output. Pero ngayon, yung input natin would be a voltage value. In this case, yung daw, voltage na yun is called VGS. That's the controlling voltage for FETs or FETs. Now, the input impedance is extremely high, which is in order of mega ohms. Mega ohms yan. Mega ohms. For FETs, and therefore, they require very little power from the driving source, which is another reason bakit preferred yung FETs over bipolar junction transistor or BJTs. That's one reason, no? And one of the main reasons actually, yung high input impedance. Kasi natin yung high input impedance, for one reason, it requires very little power from the driving source. And another one is that we ensure na yung source natin or voltage source does not introduce current dun sa circuit natin. Kasi gusto natin isolated yung current na galing sa source natin dun sa mismong circuit na gusto nating bigyan ng current. Okay? Yan. Now, let's proceed with the construction of our JFET. Now, yung JFET natin dito, as you can see, it's actually drawn this way. It's kind of a top view, if you would imagine it. Parang siyang top view, no? So this figure shows the construction of two types of JFET. Um, the N channel and the P channel. Now, notice na meron daw tayo dito apat na leads or apat na mga paa sa ating mga JFET. Those leads are named as drain, source, and then we have two gates, gate 1 and gate 2. The area between the source and drain terminals is called the channel. So the type of JFET depends on what kind of material from which a channel is made. And those channels are, of course, made of extrinsic semiconductors. Yan. So, N at saka P. So, kung yung channel daw natin is made of N-type material, we call that an N-channel JFET. So, itong letter A natin or yung nasa left side natin, so N yung channel niya. So, it's called an N-channel junction field effect transistor. So, sa kabila, sa B, it's made up of P-type materials, yung channel niya. So, we call that as P-channel junction field effect transistor. Okay? Yan. And then, sa JFET natin, yung channel made N-type materials. Tawag natin doon N-channel JFET and then pa P-type, P-channel JFET. Remember na yung current natin flows between the drain and the source terminal. Okay? So, yung gate ay yung current daw natin flows from the source. I'm sorry, between the drain and the source. So, if yung direction natin is from the source papunta sa drain, so ganyan yung direction ng current natin. Okay? So, embedded on each side of JFET are opposing materials from channels. Each region is called a gate. So, itong dalawang yun. And then, naka-attach sila on opposing types of materials with respect to the channel. So you can see, yung gates natin, naka-attach siya sa P-type materials for N-channel JFET. And then, yung gate natin sa P-channel JFET, naka-attach siya sa mga N-channel materials. I'm sorry, N-type materials. So, may region yung ating channel or yung ating JFET wherein meron siyang opposing type of extrinsic semiconductor material with respect to the channel. So, pagka N-channel siya, yung gate naka-attach siya sa isang P-type material and vice versa for the P-channel JFET. Okay? Yan. So, the current flows between the drain and source terminals embedded on each side. Yan yung sinabi ko kanina. So, the term field effect relates to the depletion region formed in the channel of a JFET as a result of a voltage applied on the gate. Yan. So, think of it, ayan, balikan natin yung kanina. So, think of it like yung nag-work sa diode, diba? Working sa diode, which we can see later on with other pictures. But the thing here is, kapag kasi nag-apply tayo class no, ng potentials or voltages on all of the terminals. For example, ganyan, no, random lang. So, imagine this, ayan, meron tayong intersection ng N-type material at saka P-type material. So, think of it like a diode, di ba? So, yung diode natin, yung simple construction niya, yan. P at saka N-type material. And we attach those two. Pagka pinagdikit natin sila, di ba sabi natin, meron laging na-form na PN junction. Yan. So, may na-form na PN junction around. Yan. May not be yan. Because ito yung intersection. Diba? Yan. And dito sa intersection na to class, di ba, meron tayong tinatawag na barrier potential. So, yung barrier na yon acts like a resistance na pumipigil sa ating current na mag-flow. So, pagka mas makapal yung barrier, mas konti yung current. So, yun yung job ng ating voltage controller na nilalagay sa gate natin. Gusto nating mapaliit or mapalaki yung ating PN junction para makontrol din natin yung current na nag-flow. Okay? Kaya siya naging voltage controlled current source. Yung ating GFET. Okay? So when the manufacturer connects a separate lead to each gate, the device is called a dual gate JFET, commonly used in frequency mixers circuits that are frequently encountered in communications electronics. In most cases, the gates are internally connected and the device acts like a single gate JFET. So, madalas daw, yung dalawang gates na to, naka-short yung plus or naka-connect sila internally. So, think of it, ayan, isa lang. Okay, so kapag kasi connected yan, wala na to, di ba? Kasi connected na siya dito sa gate 1. Wala na si gate 2, connected na siya doon. So, madalas class, ganun yung gagawin natin sa JFET. We will not look into it dun sa gate na dalawang magkaibang terminals. So, we always assume those are shorted. Therefore, yung JFET natin, lagi natin siyang i-assume to be a three-terminal device. So JFETs are typically much smaller than bipolar transistors. This size difference makes JFETs particularly suitable for ICs, where size is critical. So kung nakakilala ko yung IC class, para lang siyang chip na maliit. Okay? So integrated circuit ang tawag ko. And that is also one reason kung bakit preferred yung JFET sa bipolar junction transistors, mas maliit daw. Or pwede i-construct ng mas maliit yung ating junction field effect transistors. So, meron tayong dalawang advantages ni JFET. So, number one is yung high impedance, high input impedance, and then yung small size. Yan, gusto natin yung small size ng component na to. That means we can make more convenient electronic devices. Diba? So in each symbol, the thin vertical line connecting the drain and source is a reminder that these terminals are connected to each end of the channel. Yung sinasabi niya dito is yung schematic symbol ng isang um, junction field effect transistor. So, dito yung letter A natin, that's an N-channels symmetrical JFET. While yung letter B dito sa ilalim, that's a P-channel symmetrical JFET. You can see na yung vertical line na to connects the drain and the source, which means na electrically connected talaga yun. Di ba? So, nakita natin yun kanina dun sa cross-section. Yan. Okay, balikan natin yung cross-section. Yan. So, you can see here na yung drain natin and source are both connected sa P-type materials natin or doon sa P-channel natin. Okay? So, yung mag-iba dyan or mag-vary no current is yung N-type materials natin where our gate is attached. Okay? So notice that the only difference is the direction of the arrow of the gate, inward for N-channel while outward for P-channel. That is yung arrow class dun sa gate terminal. So kapag inward or papasok siya class, N-channel JFET yun. Pero kapag palabas siya, P-channel. In each symbol, the thin vertical line connecting the drain and source is a reminder that these terminals are connected to each end of the terminal. So let's look deeper into how yung construction ng JFET natin happens. This is what I'm saying earlier, na yung gates natin na dalawa are internally connected, kaya ayan, nakakonect na siya. That results to a solitary gate terminal. Isa na lang yung gate terminal, di ba? Doon na lang natin pwedeng attachan ng voltage. It doesn't matter. Okay? Tapos, doon sa ating channel, you can see na may na-form na depletion region. That is because nagkaroon ng contact between the N-type materials sa channel, and then yung P-type materials natin on the gate terminals. So the top of the N-type channel is connected through an ohmic contact to a terminal reference to as the drain D, whereas the lower end of the same material is connected through an ohmic contact to a terminal referred to as the source. Ayan. So the two P-type materials are connected together and to the gate, which is yung G terminal natin. In essence, therefore, the drain and the source are connected to the ends of the N-type material, N-type channel, and the gate to the two layers of two P-type material. As you can see, pareho lang siya or merong similarities class dun sa pangalan ng mga terminals natin dito sa JFET when compared sa BJT. So, think of it na yung drain natin is analogous or almost similar class with the collector terminal of a BJT. Okay? And then yung source natin is analogous dun sa emitter terminal ng BJT, while yung gate is analogous to the base terminal of a BJT. May similarity, di ba? So, emitter, source, di ba? Ibig sabihin, sila yung nagbibigay ng carriers natin. Okay? And then, yung carriers na yun, napupunta sila sa isang terminal kung saan sila nagko-collect or saan sila nag-chain. Okay? So, the result, in the absence of any applied potentials, the JFET has two PN junctions under no bias condition. So, para lang siyang diode class na kapagka nag-connect tayo ng isang P layer sa isang N layer, magkakaroon ng depletion region. And, mababari lang natin yung size ng depletion region na yon if we apply voltage across those materials. So, kahit wala class, merong depletion region. The result is a depletion region at each junction as shown, resembling the same region of a diode under no bias condition, which is what I have been saying again and again. Okay? Now, this is crucial that we have some sort of an idea on the construction of a junction field effect transistor because that will help us understand how it operates.